Hi everybody, well, welcome to Kika Tips. I'd like to thank my son for doing camera work and coming in close so you can hear. Today we're doing ear training. Okay, first of all, when you're performing in a group, it's better to use one tuner instead of all different tuners, just in case, just so that the band is in tune. I did it for a band on the mainland when I did sound, and I found that works out very well. In other words, tune to, if you have to just tune to the piano, everybody tunes to the piano, or just everybody tunes to one tuning machine. Okay, for ear training, we have, let us begin with the chordal, the chordal intervals. So what you're doing here is you're listening to the distance from one note to the next. So then when you listen to the note, the distance from one note to the next, we have what is called consonants, which is soft consonants, such as this here. Here's a C, and here's an E. Can you hear this? There's a soft consonants. C to the F, soft consonants. C to the G, perfect fit, soft consonants. C to the A, C to the B. Now, right here we have some beating in there. You can hear the wavers that. So it's not soft consonant. It's mild dissonance. And then C to the C. So now when you have a slow waver or less beating, that it means you're in tune. It's the frequency is here. The octave is 2 to 1 ratio. C to C. Now here's a C, and here's a C here. This is a unison. Feel that waver? There's a slight waver at the end. Okay, I got rid of the waver. Listen carefully now. Can you hear it? There's a flat response. Now let me put the waver in. So listen to this. This is unison. Watch. Hear the beats? Wah, 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 wah. That means it's not quite in tune. So let me bring it up to pitch. Closer. As I get to the threshold, there's still some beats there. It's not as restless or severe. So what it is I still got to bring it up to pitch. While I'm doing that, I'm stretching the strings to stabilize the string like a wild stallion. You got to break the horse so we can ride the horse. And there we have a flat response. So today the topic matter is ear training. Okay, and what I'm doing here is I'm going from the C to the C, which is an octave. This is called chordal. When you play two notes simultaneously. That's a chordal interval. In other words, you're playing the two notes together. When you go separately, here's a C here, and then C here, one at a time like this. That's called melodic. Melodic, chordal. Okay, so we got the C scale, C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C to D, mild dissonance, C to E, mild dissonance, C to F. There's a slight, it's still a consonant. C to D is consonant, C to E is consonant. See the F, there's a slight dissonance there. See the G? Yeah, the G wants to resolve back to the C, so there's dissonance there. See the A? So the A is going higher, it wants to resolve. So there's dissonance there. C to B. And that's very restless. B wants to resolve to the C and C to C. Okay, now, so let me do it chordal. Here's a C to the C to the C. Listen to the wavers of bass or the beating. This is called ear training. Here's the C to the D. Can you feel the beats there? Like a C to the D. Feel the waver? That's dissonance. When you go this, here's C to the E. This consonant. C to the F. So basically what we're listening to is mild dissonance. Here's a C to the F, C to the G. That's called a perfect fifth. Here's C to the A. This one definitely has a dissonance in it. You can feel that waver. And here's C to the B. This is restless. It's a sharp dissonance. And then C to the C here. That's a perfect 8. That's a soft dissonance. So dissonance. The lesson here is when you're tuning, you're listening for wavers or beats. You want to when you're tuning, you want to eliminate the beats or wavers to get your guitar in tune. I suggest before you tune up, stretch your strings out first, and then use a reliable pitch factor, like a tuning machine, just to tune up your low E or a piano, or one of those things that you blow, a pitch pipe. Okay, so basically what we're dealing with here is intervals for ear training. So when you play the interval is the distance between two notes. Okay, so when you have two notes, that's called a dyad. So when you have a single note, that's melodic, it's one note. But when you play two notes at the same time, it's called a dyad. Dyad is two notes. So we're just using two notes today. We're not using triads, which is three notes. Dyad equals two notes played simultaneously. Okay, what we're listening for here is the waver. So it's either going to be a straight beat, or there's going to be wavers in the beats. Like in the perfect eighth, we have a perfect eighth, we have a perfect fifth, we have a stable consonant. Okay, so we have soft consonants, and we have mild consonants, and we have hard consonants. So you determine which one you interpret the consonants and the dissonance on your own. And what you're calculating is the distance from the unison, which is the C, to the second degree, the third degree, the fourth degree, the fifth degree, the sixth degree, the seventh degree, and the eighth degree. So we have what is called a span of the major scale, and we have distance. Now the distance gives us vibrations or frequency. As far as the tuning is concerned, I'm just working on this a bit of information for your ear training. Very integral part of guitar virtuosity and ukulele virtuosity, electric and upright bass virtuosity. Even for the chord for drums, we tune the drums to certain notes depending on what we want to do and how creative we become. Okay, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you God's skillful, godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, today's skillful, God's skillful, godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is this. Action with living faith in God knows no defeat, knows no limits, and knows no boundaries. That's from Pastor Mildred Brosting when she was alive. And she's from the Door of Faith Church. That's the church that we went to, that we go to. Okay, once again, God's skillful, godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for today is action with living faith in God knows no defeat, knows no boundaries, and knows no limits. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, it's evidence of things not seen. Okay, so by you taking action in today's lesson or whatever you want to accomplish, action is to do it now and don't procrastinate. Take action. Do it now. Don't procrastinate. Okay? The affirmation is I can, and I can, and let your actions speak louder than words. Once again, action with living faith in God knows no defeat, knows no limit, and knows no boundaries. Okay, and also Proverbs 22:29. God's skillful, godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Once again, Proverbs 22:29, the book of wisdom. Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. And the third skillful, godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is this. The tongue of a fool is the key to his counsel, whereas in a wise man, wisdom hath in keeping. Finally, we'll do it one more time, power of repetition. The tongue of a fool is the key to his counsel, whereas in a wise man, wisdom hath in keeping. These are deep understandings that I give God all the credit for all of this. It comes from God. God's skillful, godly wisdom and knowledge. Every day, I pray for God's skillful, godly wisdom and knowledge and understanding in everything, in the university of life, in caregiving, in everything, in eating, in travel, in teaching, in performing. There's a wisdom for everything. Okay, with that said, ho'olohe, ho'uko, holomua. Practice, listen, practice, and succeed. We'll see your name in lights. This is from my son, Andrew.